Hey, Auntie babies, it's nice and cool out here, so Auntie decided to come and make you another video. If you have not done so, go ahead on over to TikTok and follow Auntie under Pretty_Huzzler. That's HUZZLER. The official name on that page is Latrice Herring. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Latrice Brown 53. The official name on that page is Latrice Herring. Follow me on Twitter at Auntie Be Knowing. Follow me on Facebook at Auntie Be Knowing. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the Auntie Be Knowing YouTube channel today, baby. Just like and subscribe to this channel today so you can get a ding when I do my thing, my babies. And it costs $0 to support Auntie. So why haven't you done it yet, my babies? Why haven't you done it? Let's go ahead and just hop into this tea for today because it's really late and I got to go to work in the morning in a couple hours. So, y'all know I'm a hard-working woman. Auntie got her handy-dandy notebook, and we finna just hop right into the tea for tonight, okay? So, let's talk about Fresh and Fit podcast, okay? Let's talk about Fresh and Fit podcast first and foremost. Fresh and Fit podcast has been demonetized and kicked off YouTube's partner program for their content. YouTube had been warning Fresh and Fit podcast for a while to clean up their content because they were doing some harsh stuff. You know, they were saying harsh stuff towards women, but I don't think that was the real big issue. They do say some stuff that's just out of this world. One of the guys was even dressed in KKK attire. YouTube said y'all doing too much. YouTube said you're doing too much. And they snatched their ass off and they done snatched their channel away from them. And they had the nerve to get emotional. They had the nerve to get emotional after YouTube kicked them off. Do y'all not realize that YouTube is a business? And if you're fucking with their business, they have the right to terminate you from their business. Like, I'm just saying, am I happy that Fresh and Fit podcast got canceled the way they did off of YouTube? No, I am not happy about that at all. But what did you expect? I spoke on Fresh and Fit podcast last year for how they was doing Asian Doll. Shit, who else we gotta talk about in this bitch? Because I'm making a whole video for every fucking body. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this podcast, Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron Gaines and Walter Meeks. Or is it Walter Weeks? I don't get weak ass. That was some weak ass shit that y'all did. Okay, they had Asian Doll this week on their motherfucking podcast this fucking week and decided to sit over here and say, oh, I know who King Von is, but I don't know who Asian Doll is. They made that girl so pissed off that she got up and she walked off the show. She got up and she walked off the podcast. That was rude, first and foremost. But let me tell you, that was rude first and foremost. But let me tell you what the icing on the cake is for me with this motherfucking podcast. These motherfuckers sat up and explained why they don't date dark-skinned black women. If you go on the Shade Room, it's posted at... If you go on the Shade Room and any blog post on Instagram, it's all over Instagram, okay? If you go on the Shade Room and any blog post on Instagram, it's all over Instagram, okay? One of the dudes looked like a dusty brown rotten fruit roll-up kind of looking. Like he just looked so dusty and brown. He was, you could tell he was bullied in school. He was one of the niggas that was getting stuffed in the locker for being a fucking nerd. You like that fucking anime shit. Don't get me wrong. I like anime shit, but I don't take it to my head. Like I got super Kai powers or something. You nerd looking bitch. First and foremost. And then the
the second guy that was talking, he's so motherfucking black, he looked like night. The color of his skin is indigo. Sitting around here talking about he don't date dark-skinned women. It was a dark-skinned woman that got your ass together. That's why you don't like. So now they trying to clean up their mess. They're trying to say, oh, you know, this is a preference. This is a preference. That's what they're trying to say. Oh, this is just our preference. I hate when black men dog other black women and then they sit over here and say that's their preference. That is not preferential treatment. That is not that's not preferential treatment. You're prejudiced against your own fucking kind. Sitting over here talking about you don't date nothing but light-skinned women. A light-skinned woman, shit. I'm not light-skinned, but a lot of people consider me light-skinned. I'm brown-skinned. Okay? But I don't have nothing. I have no problem with my light-skinned sisters or my dark-skinned sisters at all. My sister is very much dark-skinned, very much beautiful, very much ebony, and proud of it. Ain't no black woman gonna deal with y'all crusted fools, and a light-skinned one shouldn't either. So, I-95.
Fresh and Fit podcast has been like this for a minute. And I know YouTube has probably been flagging some of their content. Like, some of their content has been flagged in the past because it's just been out there too extreme. And they didn't want to change it because they liked doing this because that's what their viewers like to see. Their viewers like to see them in fucked up situations. And you let them viewers talk you up out of a check. Because if YouTube had told your dumb asses to stop, you should have stopped. Now you crying because you ain't finna get that YouTube money no more. When all you had to do in the first place was just change the fuck up. Decisions. This is what it means to be grown. This is what it means to be grown. To be an adult. But we're moving on because this, you did this to yourself. You big did this to yourself. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, how in the fuck was this podcast still going on with them demeaning and undermining women like this? Like, it was just too much. I was saying that they literally like a Whack 100 or a DJ Academics. That's what the Fresh and Fit podcast was. And if y'all see DJ Academics don't do nothing but come after women. Whack 100 don't do nothing but come after women. Like, these black men really hate these women out here for some reason. Particularly black women. And I don't understand why. Ugh, that's nasty. Like, black men, is y'all alright? Is y'all alright? Some ain't clicking. It ain't. Some ain't giving. What's going on? Like, y'all do too much beefing with us females. That's crazy. But, what else we gotta talk about? Let's talk about Britney Spears and her husband. They're going through a divorce right now, and he's citing that Britney has a violent streak. And I think he also is trying to say that Britney Spears cheated on him too. But Britney has a prenup, and now he's trying to build up a case so that he can get some of that money that has been released to Britney because she's no longer in a conservatorship. That's what it's giving. He married Britney because Britney was no longer going to be in that conservatorship. He married her ass. And just as soon as she got out of that conservatorship and she was able to get her own money, he's divorcing her so he can get half of that money. He trying to get that money. That was his plan all the while anyway. He didn't want to be with no damn Britney Spears. He didn't want to be with her. He wanted her money. Ooh. It seemed like nowadays people just getting married for a check. And that's not what the constitution of marriage is. The institution of marriage, that's not what that is. It's not for a check. It's not for a check, people. That's crazy. And then we got Plies, old dumbass. Y'all look at Plies real quick. Ooh, shit, Plies. Plies stupid. Oh my God, Plies. Oh my God, he doing too much. Plies. Plies, sit the fuck down. Plies, sit the fuck down. Oh my God, you do too much. You do too much. Oh, he was gassing the fuck out of Britney. That lady ended up twirling around in them two little panties. Golly, it's just too much. Oh my God. But the institution of marriage, a lot of people are going to say, yeah, that was built for, a check, that was built to gain property, that was built to do this and this and that. But y'all know y'all really got to put in some time with this person, love with this person. You got to do that. You spending the rest of your life with this person and you talking about just money? No, money is a big part of it. I'm not going to sit over here and say that, finances aren't a big part of your relationship, your marriage, because it is a very big part of it. But that's not the only fucking part. I'm not marrying nobody for how much he makes. Because I can make that shit too. I could go out here and get it too. I want to marry a resource, not a liability. Okay? That's true. But not just in finances, a resource in finances. I need a resource in love. I need a resource in emotions. I need a resource in spirits. I need a resource. That's what I need. I need a resource in you. It's not about just your pockets. So people just crazy how they think about me. But I can most definitely say for a fact that this man looked at this marriage as a big ass check. Just like Janet Jackson did with her husband, her ex-billionaire husband. She stayed with that man, gave him a child, and then literally divorced his ass right after she gave birth to that baby. A couple of months after she gave birth to that baby, and she collected a big ass $200 million check. Stop playing. These people be in it for the money sometimes, but I'm telling you, that's not how I think about marriage. And there's a lot of people out there that don't think about marriage like that. I'm spending my life with my partner, with my soulmate. There it is. We're going to build together. We're going to make it work. So choose carefully. In some more divorce news, Halle Berry done finally divorced her husband. She finally done divorced her husband, and baby, she gonna have to pay some money. They got joint custody of their child, and she has to pay $8,000 a month in child support, plus all his school and extracurricular activity expenses. She only has the child, I want to say, like 3 days out of the week, and he has the child for the remainder 4 days. The child gonna be going to school, particularly with him and everything else, and Halle Berry got to pay this man. That's the same thing as a woman getting paid alimony and all of that other stuff, guys. So that's not what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at is the fact that Why are y'all not staying married? And Halle Berry got separated from this man. She been separated from this man and going through a divorce ever since 2015 with this man, and they're just now settling it now. 8 years later, this boy almost 10 years old. Well, he is 10 years old. He's over 10 years old. Like, what the fuck? Y'all been going through a divorce longer than you actually were married. What's wrong? Why can't you stay together? Why are we still going through this in our 50s? Why are we still going through this in our 60s? Why are we still doing that? And this is like Halle's like second, third marriage. Like, I don't want to do that. That's what I'm telling y'all. I've already been married one time. I've already done that. If this does not work out with me and Ian, I'm praying to God that I am going to hold on to this as long as I can. And I really am going to be the best wife I can to this man. But if this marriage does not work with me and this man, I am not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. All this falling in love and falling out of love and marrying this person and then divorcing this person and then getting married again, that's too much. That's too much. Like, no, that's way too much. You're doing too much. I'm sorry, but it's just too much for me. I could never do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. It's cheaper to keep him. Yes, God. Let's move on to some more news. Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen, they were in the news recently because everybody had thought that Marcus had popped their question and asked Larsa to marry him because Larsa was sporting this nice little ring on her ring finger, on her wedding finger. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Well, he didn't, guys. Marcus did not put a ring on that finger. He put a promise ring on it. Yes, I wear your promise ring, promise ring, promise ring. That's all that was. A promise ring, y'all already know what that is. That's an intent or a promise to commit to you. And if we keep going the way we going, that promise ring is going to be replaced with an engagement ring. And y'all went crazy about it. Why? Why are y'all so adamant to hate Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan being together? But y'all ain't saying nothing about the fact that Michael Jordan's new wife is literally 17 years younger than him. Like, he fucking a baby too, up underneath him. Michael Jordan was a whole teenager and playing high school basketball and everything else before his wife was born. So, is it really Larsa's age that we're talking about? Because I know damn well if y'all okay with a man doing this with a woman, you should have no problem with a woman doing this with a younger man. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, when I tell you it's a double standard on that, it's okay for a man to sit around here and be fucking on younger women. But when an older woman gets a younger man, we're looked at as cradle robbers. Y'all are crazy. Uncle E younger than me? He's not that much younger, though. He's not that much younger. I'm 34. Uncle E finna be, 31 this year. So he's just, 3 years under me? But he's still younger than me. It's nothing wrong with the age gap, you guys. Y'all make it seem like she's dating a 18-year-old, a 21-year-old. She's dating somebody who's in his 30s. He's in his 30s. Well, I think he is. I think Marcus is in his 30s. Like, that's crazy. Stay out them people business. Stay out them people business. They grown as hell. Y'all don't say nothing about Michael. All them others. Stay out of them people business. This is my last point for tonight, you guys. Y'all already know what time it is in Florida. It's hurricane season. It's hurricane season, and we already getting our first tropical storm / hurricane coming at us already. It's called Tropical Storm Idalia, and she is expected to turn into a hurricane. As it travels over the eastern Gulf of Mexico, parts of Tampa and the Panhandle will be affected by this storm. And the Panhandle and the Big Bend area is where I live at. Auntie live in Tallahassee. We smack right dead in the middle of it. So it can cause a little bit of flooding, and lights might go off and stuff like that. I hope that don't happen. I hope that don't happen. Y'all pray for Auntie. But I'm going out tomorrow and I'm buying my water and everything else because they said that the storm is expected to hit sometime like uh late Tuesday, late Wednesday. So we should be experiencing some rain like Tuesday, Wednesday, and all of that stuff. It's gonna hit us. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going out and I'm getting prepared. That's what we're doing here. That's what we do in Florida. Hurricane season start. We stock up on our water. We stock up on our little sandbags and shit like that. Make sure all our electronics are plugged up at all times and they charging. So when things do go dead, we got a good enough battery, a good enough charge. We know what to do, y'all. We know what to do. Y'all just pray for us, okay? Just pray for us. Hope it just make a little curve and go somewhere else. But right now, it's looking like it's finna hit smack dead up and going through Tampa and then hitting us. So I got to go stock up on my water, my food, my snacks, and my weed. I'm a card carrier, okay? I can do that. All right. But that's the last point that I got for tonight. Just pray for Auntie, okay? Pray for Auntie during this hurricane season. It's hurricane season in Florida for us. And it ain't gonna stop until October, November? It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. But y'all just pray for us. I love you. I'm finna go and edit this up and publish it for you real quick. And I'll be looking to see you soon. I'll keep you updated on what's going on with this storm, okay? I love you, my babies. Have a good night.